sunglasses. Just a handbreadth higher than his immediate surroundings, a luxuriant green meadow glistened, enclosed behind a sturdy fence of square wooden beams and iron posts, with only one access gate, which was made of wood in a massive steel frame. It lay wide open. Blanc looked back at the dead man. He had been riding an expensive-looking mountain bike that had skidded maybe 30 feet until the front wheel had ended up in the drainage ditch at the side of the road. Then Blanc looked at the bull, its legs stretched out like the imploring arms of a beggar, its heavy lilac-colored tongue hanging from its mouth, the lines scraped in the tarmac by its horns, each one as long as a man's arm, and the side of its massive body ripped open by the bullets. An older gendarme, sweating profusely, came over to him, the name Ronchard on his badge. "Was it you who shot the bull?" Blanc asked. "Yes, mon capitaine. A witness reported the incident. My colleague and I were the first on site and found the body." Ronchard nodded toward another uniformed gendarme who was using a compact camera to take photos of the road and the victim. He was holding the camera at arm's length, as if afraid it might explode at any moment. Blanc doubted he would produce a single usable photo of the scene. "The bull was still standing next to the victim," Ronchard went on. "At first we didn't dare get out of the car. I wasn't keen to tackle that half-ton of bone and muscle with just my service pistol. It just so happened we had a UNP-9 in the car because we were on the way back from the shooting range. I'm a hunter in my spare time and... Eh bien." He hesitated, then gave a humorless laugh. "It wasn't exactly a marksman's shot. I rolled down the side window and emptied the magazine." Blanc glanced back at the bull and nodded. "Maybe you'll get the sawed-off head as a trophy. Bit different from a pheasant." "I'll be in the papers, that's for sure. I can't remember the last time a tourist in the Camargue was impaled on a bull's horns." Blanc nodded toward the open fence. "Was that gate already open when you got here?" "As open as a flasher's fly." "So the bull was grazing in a meadow that had been left open?" Blanc mused. "Why wasn't the gate closed? And how long had it been open? Bien. One way or another, a cyclist just happens to be coming down a country road on his mountain bike." "These animals are bred to fight, mon capitaine. They are extremely aggressive and very fast. Maybe the animal got disturbed and it felt threatened. Or maybe it was just bored and hot with that black pelt in this sun. Maybe the screech of the brakes irritated it. Those things are monstrous beasts. In any case, the creature must have seen the cyclist. There was nothing in between them. The bull lowered its head and charged, hits him straight on. It will be in the pages of La Provence in the morning." "Maybe the front page," Blanc murmured gloomily, removing the victim's sunglasses. "Have you taken a closer look at him, Ronchard? Do you know him?" The man coughed. "The helmet and sunglasses covered up most of his face, and in any case I wasn't that close. Try to ignore the ludicrous cycling outfit he's wearing. Imagine him in designer jeans and an elegant dark jacket, wearing a shirt so white it hurts your eyes, with always one button too many undone. That's how this gentleman normally appears on his frequent television appearances." It was Thursday, August 4th, the 7th day of a heat wave that felt as if God had dragged the media away from Europe and planted it in the Sahara. Every day the radio was predicting temperatures of 95 degrees. A political move, Blanc figured, made not to panic people. If the temperature gauge in his run-down old Renault Espace still worked, he expected the little display would show 100 degrees from morning to late in the evening. On Wednesday he had given up trying to inspect the roof of the old olive oil mill he had been living in for several weeks. The curved terracotta tiles had been heated by the sun to the extent that he had been forced to put on gloves just to touch them. After a few minutes, covered in sweat and dehydrated, he had retreated down the rickety wooden ladder he had found in a dumpster near the house. but he had been careless enough to go up there.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.